None. There's absolutely no difference between a Shiba and a cat. Okay, obviously there is. One barks, one meows, one fetches. Bring me the ball. Actually, no, scratch that. But here's the weird part. If you've never owned a Shiba before, you're probably imagining a normal dog. And that's where almost everyone is completely wrong. Because after living with one, you start asking a very strange question. Did somebody accidentally put a cat inside a dog's body? Let me explain. Everyone says dogs are loyal, and cats are independent. Shibas, on the other hand, they're loyal, on their own schedule. Most dogs constantly ask with a lot of enthusiasm, "What are we doing today?" A Shiba asks, "Why?" They don't blindly obey, they negotiate. Sometimes they simply decide no, and somehow you end up respecting it. Cats like affection until they don't. Shibas are remarkably similar. Many love their owners deeply, but they don't necessarily want to prove it every 5 seconds. Instead of "I love you," it's more like "Yeah, I'll sit near you," and somehow that feels even more meaningful. It's affection with dignity. Here's something that surprises almost everyone. Shibas are one of the cleanest dog breeds. They constantly groom themselves, they avoid stepping in mud whenever possible, and many owners joke that they have built-in quality control. It's one of the reasons they're constantly compared to cats. Not because they look like cats, because they act like tiny perfectionists. But here's the biggest similarity. And it's also why some people completely regret getting a Shiba. They cannot be forced. Most dogs ask, "How do I make my human happy?" A Shiba is very different. A Shiba tells you, "Convince me." That's the entire relationship. You do not command a Shiba, you build trust with one. The harder you try to dominate them, the more stubborn they become. Once you understand that, training actually becomes very easy. Not because the dog changed, it's usually because you did. A Shiba isn't a difficult dog. It's a dog that refuses to pretend it's not an individual. So, what's the difference between a cat and a Shiba? Actually, it's a pretty important one. A cat usually shares your house. A Shiba shares your life. They will hike with you, they travel with you, they protect you, sometimes. They learn routines with you, they celebrate when you come home, even if they pretend they weren't waiting. They're independent without being distant. They are stubborn without being uncaring. They're basically what would happen if somebody designed a dog using cat software. Do not get me wrong, a cat can do all those things. But it's far more rare than a Shiba doing this. A cat can definitely share your life with you, but with a Shiba it's much more common. So, was I lying at the beginning? Maybe a little bit. But if you've ever owned both, you probably smiled the moment I said none. Because deep down, you knew exactly what I meant. If you've got a Shiba, tell me the most cat-like thing they've ever done. I am genuinely curious. And if you're thinking about getting one, watch this video before you do. It might save you from making a very expensive mistake.